How you doing? Welcome to the Real Boys Real Talk podcast. A podcast where two wise guys shoot the shit and discuss whatever they want. What's it to you? I'm telling you folks, this podcast is where it's at. It's all right with me. So let's get to it then. Here they are, the hosts with the most, the ambitious, the atrocious Real Boys.
All right, guys, it's the hostess with the most. We got Tony Boy over there. Why don't you say hello?
It's Tony right here. This is Minestrone Tony, Pepperoni Tony. I go by all the Italian names.
He just likes stuff in his ass. It's Justin. It's your boy Jay. Oh, okay. Let's get into it. First of all, let's shout out Chef Tummy. That's that beautiful gentleman on the intro.
Shout out Chef Tummy.
Dude.
He came through. He gave us the intro. That's his Boston accent.
I'd rub his tummy any day. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into the swing of things. We got some good stuff for you today. Not really pulling shit out of our ass. We're not going to talk about drinks this time. We're not going to talk about nothing.
We're not talking about nothing.
Okay. So rumor has it you're supposed to start at a new company come Monday, Tony.
I'm starting a new job. Yeah, I'm starting a new job come Monday here. So, by the time you hear this, I've already started that job. But yeah, that's the word on the street, and we're gonna be doing it.
What's the date today?
What's today? The 15th?
16th. What have you done with your life?
Man, today's a Sunday, so you know I woke up. I rolled out of bed around 8 o'clock. I think I rolled out of bed around 8 o'clock. And Justin, man, you're not gonna like me for this. Guess what I had for breakfast?
Pizza.
I didn't have pizza.
Nothing.
I had chicken wings.
Oh, I got some chicken wings in the fridge right now.
I ate some chicken wings for breakfast. You ever heard of Crazy Mike's chicken wings?
If it's anything like the car wash you went through, I'm sure it's mind-blowing.
I did get my mirror ripped off at a grand opening of a Quick Quack car wash. Quick Quack tore my passenger side mirror right off.
It's just all that power.
Damn near had a heart attack, man. I'll tell you what, bro. I'm vacuuming out my car. I'm picking up all the trash. I'm making my car look mwah. And I fucking look over, man, and my mirror is gone. It's gone, dude. My heart sank to the bottom pits of my stomach. And I had just spent $600 on getting my air conditioner in my car fixed. It's hot out here. Can you drive in 110 plus degree weather with no air conditioning? Could you do it, Justin? Jay, could you do it?
I've done it.
You've done it. How was that?
It's sweaty.
It's sweaty. It's bad. It's not
Very
fun.
sweaty.
It's not nice.
It's whenever your balls start sticking to your thighs.
Oh, they start.
Oh! Little. Every time you separate your legs, a little.
Bro, yeah, it was. I spent $600, and then I shit you not, 30 minutes after that event, my window, I keep saying window, it's my mirror, got ripped off. Good thing I found it. We had to put an emergency stop on the.
Walk through the fucking.
I did.
It ripped off.
It ripped
so
it
the
off.
power mirror doesn't work anymore.
I don't know. The wires and shit got literally torn the fuck off.
Then that's a no.
No, it does not work anymore. And you know what they did? You know where it was in the corner? They kicked it into the corner of the damn car wash drive-through thing. And I had to go in there. I was like, where's the manager? I want to talk to a manager. And he's like, I'm the manager. My name's Tommy. I said, Tommy, listen, Tommy.
My name's Tony.
I said, listen, Tommy, my name's Tony. And you know what your Quick Quack just did?
You got a couple screws loose, Tommy. Let me tell you this right now.
I'll tell you what, you got to turn down the force of these wiper things here, these rotating sponges, because they just ripped the damn mirror off my car. I just put $600 into my AC unit, and you ripped off my mirror. They had to put an emergency stop on the machine. We went in there. We found my mirror.
You want to tell me about the emergency stop one more time?
The emergency stop. So there's a button. I get 3 or 4. And
there's like a bunch of people in the car wash. What the fuck?
Yeah, what's going on? Why are we stopping here?
Come on, Tommy.
Come on. So Tony and Tommy, we went in there. We got my mirror, popped it back on, and said, nah, not too bad. The mirror's back on. So, but they did do the right thing. They ordered me a new mirror. I hope they get the right color because I swear I'm not going to be
No,
driving.
you can't order it colored. You got to get it painted.
You son of a bitch. So I don't know, man. I might just have a spare mirror. But
So what's up, bro? You ever shit your pants?
ooh,
That's a hot one.
I mean, I'm
talking 115 degrees outside. You got your windows down. You shit your pants, dude. That's a mess.
oh shit my pants in my car.
Dude.
Or just outside in the heat. I'll tell you what, I've shit my pants plenty of times. I was a child, mind you. Baby shit the pants all the time. Mommy gotta come clean. But yeah, no, as an adult, I've shit my pants a couple times. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I mean, we don't have to go in depth. I think I was
I want to
sick.
hear it.
I was sick both of the times
In the fucking head if you shit your pants as an adult. Sick in the fucking head. Tell me about it.
I was
Tell me about
sick
it.
in the
Tell
head.
me.
I was sick. I had a little tummy something going on. I don't know. Man, it was like 5 o'clock in the
Young
afternoon.
man
I was
had the
laying in
tummy
bed.
grumbles. Tummy grumbles.
My tummy was grumbling. I was like, "What's going on?" And I remember I went from the I went from my bedroom to the couch, and I'm sitting on my couch, and my tummy's grumbling, and I feel a fart's coming.
Oh, Lord.
I said, "Oh Lord,
Lord.
I feel a fart's coming." So what do? I farted. I'm in my house. I'm a fart, and I tell you what, that was a bad idea, because I shit my pants. I shit my pants on the couch in my house. This is probably about, I was probably about 25 years old. I shit my pants.
I sat on that couch.
You probably did sit on the... Actually, I don't think I knew you at the time.
25?
I don't think I knew you at the time.
Shitting your pants?
I don't think you knew me when I shit my pants. I'm trying to think of the last time I shit my pants. I don't really remember.
Yesterday.
There was a time. It was last night. I just ate some crazy Mike's chicken wings.
I got my mirror ripped off, and right there, bam!
I was like, oh, shit.
Tommy.
I said, Tommy, we got two problems here.
I ain't got a mirror, and I ain't got clean drawers.
I said, we got two problems here, Tommy. One, your machine just ripped off my mirror. Two, I got dookie in my drawers.
I'm about to rip my pants off, Tommy.
But yes, to answer the question,
Somebody's got to take care of this,
I
Tommy.
have shit my pants as an adult. Have you ever shit your pants as an adult?
No.
What do you mean no? Don't lie to me right now. Don't look at me in the face and lie to me.
I've never shit my pants as an adult.
I don't believe that.
You know why?
Why?
I make sure to get it all out.
You've never had a tummy ache and you let out a fart that was just...
No, because I don't eat chicken wings for breakfast.
It's been a long time since I've eaten chicken wings for breakfast.
You know what I had for breakfast this morning?
Today was the day. What'd you have for breakfast? Let me guess. You had some potato?
No.
You had some eggs?
No.
A little bit of bacon?
No.
You had some black beans?
Cake.
You had cake. This guy says I had cake for breakfast, but I never shit my pants.
Exactly, dude.
Come on. I don't know, man. I honestly don't know if I can believe that. Are you just holding back on me right now, or are you genuinely have never shit your pants as an adult?
I've never shit my pants as an adult.
How does that happen?
Like, look, I'll be real with you. There's a method behind the madness.
Okay,
Explain
the method.
So you know that fart that really fucked you over?
I do.
What you gotta do, Tony? What you gotta do? Lean in. Come here. What you gotta do?
I'm leaning in.
What you gotta do?
What do you do?
You feel the fart coming,
Right.
and you don't trust the whole fart. What you do is you roll over on your left side.
The left side. What happens if it's right?
That's nonsense.
Oh no! I just shit my pants.
You don't shit your pants. You roll on your right side. You roll on your left side. You spread the cheeks. Real nonchalant.
This sounds like a recipe for shitting your pants.
You got your broad sitting next to you. You just roll on your left side, watching television.
She on your left side or your right side?
No, you're laying on. It's a sectional. It's a sectional. She's laying off on whatever side of the couch there. You got the whole part of the couch to yourself. You can get on the floor and do this, Tony. What you do is you lay on your left side. You spread your cheeks. You need to commit to letting out a quarter of the fart. You're gonna spread your cheeks. You're gonna hear coming out your butt.
I'll tell you what, man. It's what I thought I did. I thought I was letting out just a little bit of gas.
No.
But it was immediate.
You committed, Tony.
It was immediate.
Tony. Look, if you feel pressure, you release the fart a little bit. Not enough to break the cusp. You don't let it fucking erupt.
Erupt.
You don't let it come out. You ease your butt cheeks. And if it feels warm coming out, I'm not talking hot fart, I'm talking hot shit. It's like those talkie shits that burn. You can tell once it hits that lower intestine. It burns, Tony. It burns. You gotta take a few steps back, Tony. You let out a quarter of the fart. You do that.
This is the method to the madness.
You don't let it break the cusp.
That is shitting your pants.
You don't let it break the cusp.
Don't break the cusp.
You don't have any warm stuff.
Don't bust the crust.
You don't have any warm stuff.
It was
And
warm.
then you can go. Okay, I'm gonna try it out. You let out a quarter of the fart.
Try it out.
Quarter of the fart.
But listen, what I was saying is it was the initial fart was the poop. It came out immediately.
So-
there was no breaking the crust.
Okay.
The crust was broken the second
the crest.
The crust was broken the second I initiated the fart. There was no
crust.
going back.
No, it's not going back.
No, there was
You
no
let
going
out-
back from the.
you
There was
let
no.
out-
There was no letting out quarter of a fart. The quarter of the fart was the shit.
So that's the thing. You need to let out, like, you need to just fucking relax yourself into it. Left side, see if it's a fart, bro. You relax, and if you
I
feel
thought,
you
I
feel
thought
some,
it was
you,
a fart.
Okay, well then you must have like a really whack crust ass butthole. Like
I
you
was
can't
sick.
Tell.
My tummy was hurting.
Then you should have known.
I mean, I didn't know I was gonna shit my pants.
Well, now you do.
Now I'm worried about every fart I take because I might just poop. Do you understand what that's like?
No.
Being so far from home and having to fart, accidentally shitting your pants. What do you
just go
do
to
in
the
that
bathroom every time you have to
situation?
fart?
Do you ever? I guess you've never thought about this, but I've considered carrying around spare chonies.
Chonies.
You never know.
This man's wearing G-strings.
G-string wouldn't do anything if you shit your G-string.
Yeah, it would.
You're gonna get poop all over your pants. Your nice
Bi-directional.
your nice denim.
It'll split right down the middle.
Just
Like
like a sausage. Cuts it up like a nice sausage at the deli.
Got a little Play-Doh factory going through the
Little
lace.
Play-Doh factory. That's literally. No, you got to carry around some spare chonies because you never know. For me, for example, if I'm gonna be 45.
Why do you call them
minutes,
chonies?
Chonies. It's just that's what we've always called them in the household.
How about underwear?
Underwear, chonies, same thing, right?
You're sick in the head.
No, that's not sick in the head.
Sick in the head.
Chonies, you don't want to soil your chonies. You soil your chonies, you know. That's a bad situation, and you gotta go choniless all day, and you don't want to do that. So you carry around a spare pair of chonies. Do you bring a backpack to you to work?
Mm-hmm.
You got to carry the essentials in there. You carry some spare chonies.
I got a toothbrush. I got some face wash. I got some mouthwash. I got flossers. I got some deodorant in case we get a little stinky.
You brush your teeth after lunch?
Not after lunch, but like after second break, because like after lunch, everyone's in there trying to fucking.
Is that a normal thing for people to be brushing their teeth after they eat lunch?
Well, I mean, you're supposed to brush after like every meal.
I brush in the
So
morning.
I'll do breakfast. Because like I'll brush at night, and I'll usually brush at like 11. So I'll wake up, nice hot foggy breath. Yeah. And I'll get into work, and I'll eat my breakfast as soon as I get into work. And then I'll go through my first break. I usually pound down like a little protein shake or something, a little snack.
Snack.
And then I hit lunch. I eat my lunch, and it's usually chicken, so I'll have to floss. Get some stuff out of the teeth first.
Okay.
Then I'll wait until the next break to go and brush. And then whenever I brush, real clean about it. Use some mouthwash.
So you brush 3 times a day?
Twice.
Twice a day. That's what I do. I brush and floss twice a day. Well,
I don't brush early in the morning because why would I brush my teeth and then go eat breakfast?
No,
it's
you
like
got to brush your teeth after you eat brekkie.
You eat. I never understood that. You wake up, you brush your teeth, then you eat breakfast, and then you eat your food like dinner, right? And then you brush your teeth. It's like so. Then you're brushing your teeth within like 12 hours of like each other. Like you need to brush somewhere halfway through the day.
Yeah, I think it's kind of disgusting though. Like if you do have yourself a long morning to go throughout the whole morning not brushing your teeth, that's pretty disgusting.
Not really. You just brushed your teeth at like fucking night. Like
but
if
you
I
wake
brush
up,
my
your
teeth,
breath has been. That's some warm
I got
ass.
some snoring.
That's some warm ass breath. And then you're drinking your coffee. It's going through the mouth with
I don't
all
drink
that
coffee.
breath. I mean, I have myself a cup of coffee in the morning. A
cup of Joe?
coffee, cup of Joe, a little cup of Joe. But yeah, you eat your bacon, your eggs, your potatoes. But you don't want to be eating that with warm, stagnant morning breath.
Who's smelling my breath?
It's the food. You don't
want
want
to smelling my breath.
You just don't want to. You don't want to be eating food with your morning.
Bro, if you have
breath.
some rank morning breath, just let me know.
I mean, I thought that was a normal thing.
I don't really have really bad morning breath because I brush really good and I scrub my tongue before I go to bed.
Yeah, I scrub it. So I brush my teeth 2 minutes. I got the Sonicare, right? I got the Sonicare. It tells me 30 minutes this or 30 minutes.
30 minutes of brushing your fucking teeth.
This boy's gums are gone. I got 30 seconds this side. 30. It separates. If you don't have the Sonicare, it separates your brush time in quadrants. You got your lower left quadrant, lower right, upper left.
So you know what I do? I just brush.
Do you have a manual toothbrush or are you using
manual? What is that?
Using-
Motherfuckers using the full auto toothbrush.
Is it manual? Are you timing out your brushing or I got a Sonicare, so it's timed.
I time out my brushing.
2 minutes. And then I got a tongue scraper. Scrape the tongue, floss the teeth.
I don't believe you floss every day.
I floss at night.
I floss after every meal.
I don't.
You bleed when you floss?
No. I used to bleed when I flossed, then I was told
Yeah.
that I had gingivitis. And
It's not gingivitis, it's just irritated gums. I hate whenever dentists say that shit. You go into the dentist office and they make it sound like your mouth is falling apart.
Yeah, no, I haven't bled flossing for a while now, but I'll tell you what. I remember one time I went to the dentist and I was filling out the questionnaire and they said, "Your teeth bleed when you floss?" And I said, "No."
And then they went in and she's like stabbing your shit.
Yeah, and she was like, "You're bleeding everywhere." And I was like, "Ah, shit." She's like, "You got stage 3 gingivitis, kid."
I need 3 units of blood.
I said, "I hate you, doc." But I took care of that, man. I haven't bled since. That was probably, good.
Last week.
4 or 5 years ago. No. I take my flossing pretty serious now, man. I actually haven't been to a dentist for a long while, but also haven't had any kind of insurance. So,
have you seen those? Have you ever been to like the dollar store? They have those little flossers.
okay, yeah.
They're like little. They're not bad, dude. Like you can get them on Amazon too. But like the ones they have in the dollar store, it's like a smaller quantity. And I forget what they're called. Anyways, they're green, right? And they're flossers. They're mint flavored. They're not bad, dude. Like they're actually pretty decent.
Is it like a flosser and pick action?
Yeah,
Okay. You ever use a water pick?
I have. I don't use one though.
I used to use one.
My dentist told me I should invest in a water pick, and I told her, "Fuck you."
Dude, the water pick's really nice. It's actually sitting under my sink. I don't use it. I currently use the manual flosser sticks. But
Well, the water pick is supposed to get like plaque and
the water pick was really nice. Honestly, I should start using that again.
I think you're supposed to floss and use a water pick.
Really? I mean, I thought it was the same thing.
No.
I was told use the water pick. She didn't say
Well, I
anything
think
about
better than flossing, but I think
feels
doing
good.
both. Oh shit!
It feels really nice.
This man's just water picking his ass.
No, I'm just water picking my mouth.
He doesn't. It's a low budget bidet.
My gums. Little garden hose.
But yeah, the ones at the dollar store, dude, they're not bad. I've been going and getting those. They're like the same ones I got on Amazon. I got like a pack of 300 of them, and like it's a little more expensive if you buy like the pack of 60 at the dollar store. But it's a fucking dollar store, right? But I mean, the dollar store has some pretty good stuff, man.
I'll go to Kroger, go to Fry's, pick up 2 of the 300s or 150s. Got this nice little glass container that they go in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Not the dollar store. We spend high dollar.
I mean,
High dollar
they're
on our
fucking
flossers.
dude. Dollar store has some quality shit sometimes. You ever go there for candy? I
yeah.
believe that.
Yeah. I've gone to the dollar store for candy. I've gone to the dollar store for my soda pops.
You remember those little lights I had? Those little path lights?
Yeah.
Yeah, those were from the dollar store.
That was a dollar store buy?
Yeah, Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree? And then
So
the,
they're like $2.
the landscapers just fucked them up.
Kicked them, dude.
They just knocked them down.
So
Destroyed
I
them.
was there that day with Ruth getting those.
Yeah.
We picked him up, dude. I was having a good old grand day.
I'm having a grand day at the Dollar Tree. Said I'm gonna get myself some path lights.
Little path lights. And so I'm there. I'm walking in, dude.
What happened next?
I'm happy as all shit.
Okay.
We get our little lights. I got myself a little bag of black licorice.
That's disgusting.
Okay. And we're checking out. We leave. And there's this. It's like a.
Black licorice. Yeah, you better be flossing 3 times a day. God damn.
Dude, I floss twice a day. And so it's like a rounded exit, right? It's like. Imagine like a cul-de-sac, right?
Okay.
And like we're in the very bottom of this cul-de-sac. It's a
This is
horrible
in the
example.
store?
No. This is outside the store.
It's outside the store.
So the
okay.
store is like, the store is in the corner, like the very corner.
Of the cul-de-sac?
Said cul-de-sac type shopping center.
Right.
And there's like parking all around. And the entrance is like, you walk out and then the street's right there. And it's like a rounded street. And so we walk out and there's this lady in a car and she like backs up. And she stops right in front of us on her phone. Like clear crackhead. She's got like shit everywhere in her car. And so Ruth and I stop. And I'm like, huh. And so I tell Ruth to go behind the car. Because like her next move is to drive forward. And I walk in front of the car. And I'm like mad dogging this lady. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, I'm like staring at her. And she doesn't ever look up. And so we're walking. And then she puts it in drive. And like drives like next to us, like to get out of the parking lot, and she's still on her phone.
Mm-hmm.
And she's
Put your phone down when you drive.
Yeah, she's got her windows down. And I was like, hey, you ever thought about getting off your phone? And then she like put her phone down for a second. She looked at me, still rolling, and like she muttered some shit, dude.
Bitch, what are you muttering? Don't mutter in my direction.
No, I couldn't tell what she said. She was like, baggity biggity bag.
You say, why don't you speak up so I can hear you?
She drove away, right?
Okay.
She drove away. And after she muttered some stuff to me, I looked up and Ruth was right there. Ruth didn't hear her mutter or anything. And I was like, hey! Come back here! Say it to my fucking face! And I ran after her in the car.
You were running after her?
Yeah, I sprinted after the car. I was like, come back and say it to my fucking face.
Oh,
And then she drove off really fucking fast. And I was like, yeah, you think you're a big bad bitch. Because she almost hit Ruth.
Okay.
I left that detail out.
Yeah.
She like almost backed into Ruth. And I was like, yeah, but you get off your phone.
Jeez.
And she muttered some shit. And then she drove off and was like continuously on her phone. So I ran after her. And there were a bunch of old people in the parking lot. And they saw me chasing after her. And like I didn't go very far. I went like 200 feet.
This man's a runner, by the way.
She was zooming, dude. She was zooming. She was on the other side of the parking lot looking over, like all worried. And I was like, yeah.
She's like, oh shit, he's chasing after me like a Rottweiler.
I had my hands above my head. I was like, what's up?
He's a pit bull.
What's up?
Let's go, bitch.
And at that moment, I knew I wasn't okay. I knew I wasn't okay, Tony.
Something's wrong.
Something's wrong.
Something's going on with me. This is out of my character.
No, not at all. Not at all. She almost hit Ruth.
Yeah, that's fucked. I almost got taken out by some broad on her phone the other day too. Literally pulling out of a parking spot, just completely engaged in whatever was going on her phone. She damn near ran me over. I knocked in her car and said, "Get off your phone!" She looked at me like I was crazy.
You slapped her car?
I said, "Yeah." She almost hit me.
That's not okay.
It's okay. You almost hit me. Would it be better? Hey, let me ask you this question, man. You're backing out. You're on your phone, just being an idiot. Staring at your phone as you're backing out of a parking spot. And you almost hit the most handsome man you've ever seen.
Ooh.
Would you rather hit that handsome man, or would you rather have him smack your car and say, hey, put down your fucking phone?
I don't think I want him slapping my car. I think I want him just moving out of the fucking way.
But what if you hit them? Would you rather have to deal with all of that? Now your insurance skyrockets. Now the police are on the scene.
You know what
Would
you do,
you rather
bro?
deal with that, or would you rather have them smack your car?
You know what you do?
What do you do? What do you do in that
So they
situation?
smacking my car. This handsome man in question here.
And I'm talking just the most handsome man you've ever seen. Just devilish looks.
Okay, so he slaps my car, right? I turn around. He
Just
says,
like this.
"Hey."
Boom!
He says, "Hey, you almost hit me." I'll lean out the window and I'll say, "Oh, sorry, man."
I said,
Keep
I'm walking here.
I'll lean out the car. I'll say, keep walking, keep walking. I'll throw the bitch in reverse and I'll back the fuck over you, bro.
All right, so now you got a bigger situation on your hands.
Why?
Because now you just hit somebody with your weapon.
What's going to happen with that?
Well, I guess how we go from here is how do you proceed to take care of the situation? Are you fleeing? Are you going to stop?
I'm putting it in drive and going over you again.
So you're just going to bop, 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 bop.
Yeah.
Just run this handsome man's ass
it ain't
over.
you. It ain't you. Yeah.
I don't believe you would do that.
You know what I think the issue is?
What's the issue?
She probably put it in reverse and looked behind her and couldn't see it because you were below the trunk.
That's just
Whole 3'11" over here.
that's just uncalled for. Nah. I tell you what, she was on her phone, clear as day, probably scrolling Instagram or some shit. I don't know, texting a friend. I'm telling you, people, the text messages can wait. All right, get off your phone. Don't be another statistic.
I'm going to the hoagie shop.
I was on my way to get my hoagie out. I said I need some. I'm gonna get some black olives because my trainer says I need to start eating more vegetables. I said, dumb broad doesn't know what she's talking about. Oh,
The broad told me I needed more vegetables. I got the black olives.
black olives.
Hey, Toots, go on the light mayo this time. Get in the car. I put it in reverse and I back over the most handsome man alive.
Most handsome man I've ever seen.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
So I got out and I offered him a bite of my hoagie. He said, "Get the fuck out of here," and he slapped my car. The disrespect. So you know what I did? Exactly what my trainer taught me to do. I gave him the 1-2, and I did
a naked chokehold.
I did burpees all over his ass. Up, down, up, down, up, down. By the end of it, I think he'd rather be ran over again.
I choked this man out in the middle of the Dollar Tree parking lot.
Heavy breathing all over him.
Oh, God. Trying to eat my hoagie.
Dripping sweat all over this man. I think I even dropped a black olive. Oh, God. Dropping black olives on the guy. He's all sweaty. He gets up, he runs away. I chase after him. There's not a chance. I'm 350 pounds, pre-diabetic. So you know what I did? I got in my car and I chased him. Hoagie in hand.
This is a fast kid.
The problem is I drive a manual. I needed both hands. So it took me about 2 minutes to eat my hoagie.
I mistook the hoagie for the stick shift.
I'm sitting there trying to put the hoagie in second gear. The car wouldn't move, so I ate the hoagie. The guy got away. 2-minute head start. It's nothing for my Honda Civic. My Honda Civic, we're talking about 100 horsepower. Puts the pedal to the metal. We're talking 400-pound lad like myself chasing down this handsome guy. He's limping, covered in sweat and black olives. He's got a little light mayo on his brow. I'm going to fuck him up. We're going to catch up with him. I'm going to fuck him up. So I put it in reverse. Fucking grinding gears because my hands are all slippery from the olive oil and mayo. Put it in first gear. Catching up to him. He's sitting there limping, running around, and I tell him, "Hey, you come back here." I got out of the car, Tony. I walk over. I look at him. Light mayo all over my hands. I wrapped my sweaty, greasy mayo hands around his throat, and I looked him in the eyes. I told him if he ever disrupts my hoagie time again, his ass is brass, Tony. You know what I did?
What'd you do?
I kneecapped him. I kneecapped him and I put him in my trunk. It's a Honda Civic. I had to fold his legs backwards.
You fold them up like a lawn chair.
He wasn't so handsome after that.
What a story. And that happened in the Dollar Tree parking lot.
Yeah.
That's solid. Hey, let me ask you. Do you have any other public freakouts? Or
No.
was you barking at the lady in the Dollar Tree?
I mean, I have public freakouts. I have them like often where people piss me off.
This
and I
man
say
has
stuff.
he needs some help. He said there's a screw or two loose up there.
Yeah, I need a screwdriver. I'm gonna stab him.
You can't remember anything else though? Anything you want to
I
share?
mean,
It's got to be something. He says it happens so often he can't choose.
there was a. We went to a pizza place.
Okay.
Went to go get a pie.
Go get a nice pizza
I'm
pie.
sitting there, 400 pounds, walking and getting myself a pie. This broad's sitting there making my pizza, and I'm there with Ruth and her friends, and they're asking questions, and I ended up saying something about taints.
They're asking questions about the pizza.
No.
What kind of pizza do you typically get?
Buttholes. They're asking questions about buttholes. We'll get to the pizza. Trust me.
Okay.
I ain't leaving those details out.
Okay, so they're asking questions about black holes. What?
Buttholes.
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 Okay, so we're not having intelligent conversation.
It was very
All right,
intelligent.
So we're talking about buttholes.
Yeah.
What
so
about
they
the
asked me.
buttholes?
They're asking. Like,
They're asking
what's,
about buttholes. What about
what's a normal location for a butthole? I said,
in between the ass cheeks?
well, where? Is it up high? Is it down low? And so I say, that's where you got to come down to the question of the scrum. And the scrum is the taint. Now, if you got a long taint, you got a higher butthole. I was saying I'm rocking about a 4-inch scrum.
I got a 4-inch scrum that leads right up to the juiciest butthole you've ever seen.
And so I say that, and this broad behind me, she's sitting there all upset because I'm talking about my butthole.
Well, she's trying to order a pizza.
And then we're talking about, you ever had your scrum
Talking
ate?
about buttholes.
So she asked me, she looks me in the eyes. She says, you ever had your ass ate? And I said, nah, I got defenses. And the lady was blown away.
Whoa, hold on. Have you ever had your ass eat?
No.
No? You don't roll that way?
Maybe a time or two.
It was once or twice in college I experimented.
Yeah, I experimented in college.
Okay, so this lady, she's like, she's disgusted. She's trying to order herself a pizza
No,
pie.
she's behind us. She's in line to get her pizza pie,
Yeah,
right? So we're
she's
sitting there
ready to
having distinguished gentleman-like conversation.
All right.
It's a lesbian couple that I'm talking to, and Ruth is there with me.
Okay.
Chelsea, Sierra, Ruth. Chelsea and Sierra are the lesbian couple. They're having the conversation about ass eating, and I said, nah, not a chance. I got too many defenses. That raised an eyebrow.
What does that mean?
Yeah, that's what they said. They're like, what do you mean?
Okay.
Listen,
So we're all on the same page.
I got the wiriest hair.
I-
A wire hair.
Like a wire hair
You
pointer.
put your mouth down there, it's like getting into a fight with a wire brush.
Get into a fight with the wire brush. You don't want to. You don't want
not
to
a
put your. You don't want to
chance.
put your tongue down there.
You want girls are going out getting their lips filled, getting Botox. You put your mouth down where my ass is, your lips will be swollen for a week. That's what I said. And this broad looks at me, and she looks disgusted. Keep in mind, she's a foot away from us.
Keep in mind, she's in a line of a restaurant to order a pizza pie.
No, she's a foot away from us, bro. She can back up.
Okay. So she's kind of into the conversation, but disgusted at the same time.
I don't know if she's into it. She's not voluntarily.
I mean,
into it.
she's standing a foot away from you guys.
Yeah, no. But like the thing is like back up. There was no one behind her. She could have backed up.
back
and so
up.
she's sitting there looking all disgusted.
If you don't want to hear about the scrum, you can back up. If you don't want to hear about the wire hair pointer in my ass, back up.
Exactly.
And she's inserted herself into this conversation.
And so I look at her and I say, "Hey, Toots."
What'd you say? What'd
I
she
asked
say?
her if I could ride her mustache. No, that didn't happen. But
Good. We're on borderline assault.
I looked at her and she looked disgusted. So I talked a little louder and I got a little gross. I said, you just go down there. You come. Ruth will go down there. She roughs it up. She leaves. She's got a little mustache on her upper lip. It's not her hair. It's my hair. It's stuck in her upper lip. It's like a hair transplant. And she looks disgusted. And so I get up there. I get to the pizza window, right? I'm sitting there heavy breathing.
Let me get
I said,
I'll take
what would you like? And I said, let me get a motherfucking mod pizza.
on a mod pizza.
It's a create your own pizza. I was making my own pie.
What kind of pie?
I said, you need to put the
Black olives.
we're at the sauce station.
I want this.
I'm sitting there looking at the sauce. I'm like, I want the chunky, spicy marinara.
I want the chunky, spicy marinara. I'll throw a little bit of barbecue on there. What else do I want? I want oh god, what do I want?
sitting there, hand on my stomach, sitting there rubbing it. It's sitting there growling
you
at
got
me.
You got your stomach popping out of your shirt. Oh, let me get up.
I have hair down to my shoulders, all sweaty, like Big Al, or what is it, like Big Al, or whatever his name is from, what is it, 90 Day Fiancé? You know who I'm talking about?
No.
I'll find him. Big Ed, I think is his name.
Big Al?
Big Ed.
Big Ed from 90 Day Fiancé? Pretty sure I've seen 90 Day Fiancé.
Yeah.
There's multiple. I don't know, man. I don't know Big Ed, but Big Ed. Let me get a black olives.
I'll pull up a picture right now.
All right. We're gonna get a picture pulled up.
That's what I looked like standing at the window, bro.
I have seen that guy.
Let me get a
very popular meme as of right now. Have you seen him in some memes? I've seen him in quite a few.
Yeah. So I told her, I was like, let me get the chunky spicy marinara. Let me get some mozzarella.
Mozzarella, gotta get the mozzarella.
I told her to put the artichokes.
Ooh.
Don't forget about the black olives.
So I gotta watch my figure. Want the artichokes? I'm trying to watch my weight.
Trying to trim down. As a matter of fact, why don't you double down on the crumbled sausage?
Double down, trying to get the protein.
I've been doing good in the gym this week. And so we go and we sit down, and she's waiting for her pizza. She's not sitting down. We're eating there, and she's like taking it to go. So she's standing there off to the side, and they call my name. They say, "Hey, Justin, your pizza pie is ready." And I stood up. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. And I stumble over there. And there she is, bro. Her name was like Jessica or some shit. And she walks over, and she gets right in front of where I'm going to grab my pie. And I thought to myself, the audacity of this bird right here.
The bird.
Standing in front of me, getting in between me and my pizza pie. Not only is she disgusted by my scrum conversation,
The scrum.
she's in between me and my pie. So I look her in the eyes.
What'd you say?
Excuse me.
Try to get my pie.
So I grab my pizza pie, and I put myself in between her and the person that she was looking at behind the counter. I said, let me get the fig sauce. So why don't you drizzle that fig sauce on there? And they said, is that it? And I said, more fig sauce. I want more fig sauce. So then I turn around with my fig sauce pizza, and I look her in the eyes. Swear to God. I'm looking at her right in the fucking eyes. And I say, scrum. And I walk away. This bitch lost it. She had a mental breakdown. Some say she's still in the psych ward to this day.
Oh, man.
Not to mention, there was another person in that same pizza joint.
Uh-huh.
Right? We're sitting there. I'm saying, dude, I'm being fat. I got the shit running down my forearms. It's all over my face. Get the black olives. And Ruth is sitting next to me, and the couple we're with, Chelsea and Sierra, very good friends, sitting across from us. And there's an old man off to the right, behind them, just staring at them. You know what they were? You know, he was thinking 100%. He was like, "There's a bunch of faggot women in here."
What was that?
He said, "There's a bunch of faggot women in here," and he was upset, Tony.
Oh, because of Chelsea.
Because they're gay. Yes, because they're lesbian. And so I'm sitting there eyeballing this guy. I'm sitting there eyeballing him. I'm like,
Not in my house.
And I tell Sierra, I lean in, and I tell Sierra, I tell her, kiss your wife.
Kiss good.
Kiss your wife. And she does it. And I'm staring dead into this man's eyes. His name was Ian.
How'd you know his name?
They called him for his pie.
Ah.
And so he's sitting there staring. He's got a slice in his right hand, and he's got lust in his left.
He's disgusting.
He's fucking staring. He's a solid 65 years old, and I'm sitting there staring at him. And then he notices I'm making eye contact with him, and he looks away. And then he goes to walk out, and I'm like, Ian! Ian! And he hauls ass. Because I made it very clear that you don't discriminate against my gay friends while I'm eating my black olive pizza. Have I made myself clear?
Don't discriminate
against my gay friends while I have black olives in my mouth. Any other time is fine. But again, like I said, you interrupt my hoagie time, you interrupt my black olive pizza time, you interrupt my pastrami sandwich time.
Pastrami.
Pastrami ain't never asked me to fill up her hydro flask. Pastrami is a good broad. I'll tell you that right now.
Pastrami's never had me call her an Uber at 4 a.m.
A pastrami sandwich ain't never let me down.
A pastrami sandwich
So look.
has never slept with my best friend.
You cause drama while I'm eating my pastrami sandwich, while I'm eating my pizza pie, whatever the fuck I'm doing, you can get the fuck out of here. Any other time, I'll run you over with my car. I don't care if you're a handsome man or not. Disclaimer, we don't hate gay people.
No, we love him.
I'm actually gay myself.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. Got a tight ass on me.
It's toy ass. It's toy like a toiga.
Toy.
Toy.
Woo!
Toy like a toiga.
Well, other than looking like Big Ed and liking black olives, I'm feeling good.
Dude, you know what I saw on the way here today?
What'd you see?
This guy on his motorcycle, right?
Oh.
I see him coming up behind me like miles away, dude. He's going fast. And he's cutting lanes and stuff. He comes up behind me. He gets into the HOV lane and he swerves out in front of me. And then he's swerving through traffic, right? And probably like 2 minutes later, there's like 6 state troopers fucking swerving in and out of traffic. I go, man, you're not going to chase him. You're not going to catch him. That's dangerous. You ever see that? That's dangerous. Why chase motorcycles? Why chase somebody on a motorcycle who, first of all, has the balls to go full speed down the freeway, swerving in and out of traffic?
He wasn't going full speed.
He was going. I was going about 85, and he flew past me. So I want to say he's at least going 130.
That's nothing.
It's nothing for a motorcycle. He's going fast. And this is down the 101. So, yeah, so there's people in every lane. It's not like it was just an early Monday morning. This is like mid-morning on a Sunday. So there's people, not a lot, not crazy traffic or anything like that, but he's flying in and out of traffic, and these state troopers, wow. Dude, they're not catching up to a motorcycle going that fast. And plus, isn't it dangerous to chase a motorcycle?
You ram into him.
What?
You ram into him.
Dude, he got away. There's no way they caught him.
Called in the chopper.
Because they called the chopper. He says, I'm going to the airport. No fly zone. Can't catch me there. That's what they do, man. That's what I've heard. If you ever got the chopper on you, man, you go down to the airport. He got away for sure, though.
I don't know, dude.
Dude, they're like 2 minutes behind him. I don't know. Probably not 2 minutes. Probably like 45 seconds, but
45 seconds?
That's quite a distance to cover, because they're in cars. You see that video of that dude going pretty fast on his motorcycle somewhere out in California, and the old California Highway Patrol guy pulls up next to him, gives him the old no like this. No.
Oh yeah, in California.
Yeah, and then just fucking zooms off.
Yeah.
That would scare the shit out of me, dude. You matched your energy, you matched your speed.
There I am, going 90 on the fucking freeway. Hoagie in my left hand.
Hoagie in my left hand, throttle in the right.
Sitting there going full throttle.
Full throttle down the 101.
And this guy comes up next to me. He tells me, you know what I'm doing? Throwing my hoagie under his front wheel. Taking off.
Oh, dude. That fucking... Speaking of pizzas. We were talking about pizzas. That video you posted. The dude who goes full on opera. When he gets his pizza. Dude, that was
fresh cheese on his pizza. And he's like... singing in the restaurant while he's putting cheese on his pizza.
You know, could you imagine being in that restaurant when he starts breaking out and you're trying to like break up with this girl? Yeah. And you're like, hey, listen, you know, I've been thinking, you know, I got a lot on my plate. You know, I got my, you know, this job. It's very demanding. I'm just afraid that I can't give you the, you know, the time that you need. You know, the time I need to give you. And this guy starts breaking out.
You know what you do?
You know how hard
you
that
twist
would,
it.
what
No.
would you do in that situation?
You look and you say, "Look, I've never done you wrong."
Look, toots.
I said, "Listen, Toots, I've never done you wrong. I take you to a classy establishment. We go out with a bang. I'm gonna tell you like it is.
I'm just saying it'd kill the mood. Like,
Not at all. It really class it up.
you'd class it up and you'd say,
Meanwhile,
all right,
he's
you
singing.
could
He's
laugh,
singing. He's singing, dude. He's
have a
going
laugh,
ham.
and then go your separate ways.
No, not a laugh.
I'd have a laugh.
We're
dude.
serious.
That was.
He's
How
singing,
can you
and you sit there. You lean forward over the table, and you're going, "Listen, you and I were different people. See, this is my kind of environment. We got opera. We got pizza pie. I'm talking all the black olives in the world. And you can't keep up with it. This is too much for you. So I bring you here. This is the final test, and I can clearly tell you're uncomfortable, okay? So like I've said before, I'll say it now, I'll say it again. I've told you once, Toots.
Listen, toots.
You come in between me and my pizza pie time, you're out. That's what you do."
And this guy starts breaking out in full song.
Yeah, and then you kick back, have yourself a little cigar, a little glass of Chardonnay or something, and then you lift the glass to him while you're looking at him while he's singing, and you go, "Ah!"
Yeah, cheers to the man singing. Hey, let me ask you a question. When you and Ruth go out, when you guys dine out, do you guys sit across from each other, or do you guys sit next to each other?
Depends.
What does it depend on?
If I'm feeling like sitting in that hard chair across from her. If I want to sit on that hard-ass wooden chair, I'm sitting across from her. If I'm feeling a little squishy on my butt, I'll sit on a booth.
What if you don't get sat at a booth? What if it's
You
four
look at
hard
that
chairs?
waitress, you look at that waitress or that waiter, and you say, "What the fuck kind of show are we running here? There's a clean booth right there. Why the fuck is my ass not in that soft booth?"
It's not her section, or his.
I don't give a fuck.
Put me in a different section then, toots. The broad looks at me and she says, we only got one section tonight. You gotta sit in the wooden stool. You sitting across, you sitting next
Look,
to her.
I don't care if it's not your section. I don't care if it's a C section. I don't care what kind of section it is. You're putting me in a fucking booth.
I want a booth. The booch.
You better put me in the booch. My big ass can't fit in this chair.
I want a glass of Chardonnay.
Listen, between you and me,
Keep it fancy.
you just lost your tip, and I'm going to be real. You cannot afford to replace this chair if you can't open more than one section, and I'm about to break this fucking chair because my big ass is going to chow down. You better put me in that booch over there, otherwise we're going to have trouble.
Booch over there. Me and Ash, we always sit next to each other.
That's gay.
We love gays. Nothing but love. It's not, though. It's nice, you know? You
Yeah.
sit next to each other.
Sit next to each other. She's all picking off your plate. You stab her in the fingers with the fork.
They are mine. Don't eat my black olives. I saved those for last.
You have them all set off on the plate. Popping them like fucking M&Ms.
Popping them like Mentos. Little Rolos.
It's really you get a little metal tin. You pull it out of your shirt pocket. You go, I'm saving these for later.
Save these ones for later. Hey, Toots, can I get some more black olives?
They've been shorting me at the hoagie shop.
Gotta save those black olives for when I get my hoagies.
It's disgusting.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, you ever been fired from a job?
Yeah.
What job was that?
Well, I quit at the same time I was being fired.
Why were you being fired?
All right, so listen. It was a serving job.
Like at a restaurant? What kind of restaurant? What was this place?
It was a serving job at a restaurant.
I mean, you could serve other places.
Like what?
I don't know. Like, doesn't have to be a rrestaurant. Could have been like a cafe. Could have
That's
been
a restaurant.
A bistro.
A food.
Could
a
have been
place
done
where you-
some other kind of service job. The Quick Quack Car Wash. Great service.
Serving broken mirrors.
Great
since
service.
2023.
Tommy shut off that emergency switch so quick and got my mirror. I couldn't even tell what was going on. That's great service.
Couldn't
right
ask
there.
for better
I
service.
said thank you. I said thank you, Tony.
Tommy.
I said thanks. Thanks for your service.
So there I was. I was serving, and we each had our own little section, and all the other waitresses would hang out in the back of the restaurant, you know,
Yeah.
not paying attention to their tables. and I was very attentive. I was always walking through. I'm working for tips, man.
Gotta make those
I
tips.
go through. There's an old lady. I'll walk up to that old lady. I'll say, "You're looking stunning, darling. You're looking stunning. How old are you? 23?" She's sitting there all decrepit in her fucking wheelchair. I'm like, "You're beautiful. I'd take you out any day.
You're looking stunning tonight. What are you young women having tonight? What do you two young ladies having?"
You walk by, "Hey, ladies, how you doing? Let me guess. You are probably getting the salad because your figure is stunning, darling, stunning." And she's sitting there like hunchback. Like, "You are looking beautiful. What we got in the bank account? You gotta be rich. You're a model. Come on, Toots."
Come on, dudes.
And so I'm running back and forth, flattering the fucking old ladies. It's a burger joint.
Right. What was the burger joint?
It's called Max. They're now closed.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Lovely establishment. Don't sue me. And all the other waitresses, it's closed now. All the other waitresses and servers, whatever, they were all chicks, right? So they were waitresses. They would all hang out in the back and talk.
Were you only male server?
Yeah.
Waiter?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're all waiting in the back, just not doing their job.
Got hit on a lot.
Of course.
Yeah.
Stunning man like yourself.
I was like 18.
How old were they? Early 20s.
No, like 23, 24. One of them was 30.
This man's getting
The
sexually
bartender's
harassed at work.
30. I'm sitting there. I'm like, "Hey,
Hey, toots.
I need let me get a margarita on the rocks. Me and you right now."
So this is why we got fired.
No, that's not why we got fired.
Why'd you get fired?
Well, they were all, "I'm trying to get there."
Okay. I'm sorry.
Run into these tables, right? All these other servers are in the back talking their shit, doing whatever, being lazy, sitting on their phone. And I walk by these other tables, and these other tables, they're like, "Hey, I asked for a side of ranch, and I'm still waiting on it." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, let me go get that ranch for you." You just walk in the back, you grab the bottle, you give the old in the little cup.
Yep.
And I come out, and I say, "You're looking stunning."
You're looking stunning.
Here you go. And I blow him a little kiss. I go, 60-year-old man. Ate it up. Okay? And the servers would get mad because I'm serving their table, right? But, like, the thing is what am I going to do? Walk by, and they're like, "Hey, I'm still waiting on this." And I'll be like, "Oh, well, that sucks."
Don't know what to tell you, toots.
Or, like, what am I going to do? And am I going to walk up to the other waitresses and be like, "Hey."
Do your job.
Yeah, no, not at all. I'm just going to grab the fucking ranch. Like, I don't get any tips from that table, but, like, keep customers coming back. Have them be like, "Oh, I really like that guy."
Right.
Dude, get my name in some reviews. They're like, "What's your name?" I'm
Right.
"What's my name?" And I point at my name tag. "Justin. How you doing?" Okay? So many good reviews with my name in it and
The
shit.
only way.
But then one day I come in and I'm like talking. I'm like, "Hey, let me get the owner." I won't mention his name. I'm like, "Hey, let me get something like that."
His name was Maximilius.
And so I look at him. I'm like, "Hey, let me get some more hours." And he's like, "The ladies around here, they don't really like you." Dude, there was like 2 people that didn't like
He's
you.
flat out said it.
He just flat out
I'm
said it.
gonna be honest with you, Jay, man. The ladies around here, they might hit on you from time to time, but don't get that mistake with them liking you.
The bartender was cool. She'd be slammed and she'd be like, "Hey, can you wash these mats for me real quick? I'll pay you out at the end of the night." And she tossed me like $60 for washing her bar mats, right? Like helping her brother out.
Right.
And I was like, "Fuck yeah. You need
ladies don't like you.
those mats washed, you need your back washed. You want me to go down to the store, pick you up some fucking mascara, you let me know."
Your scrum washed, you let me know.
Dude, I'm washing anything. $60 in a night, dude.
$60, you want what you want. What you need me to do for you, honey?
And it was all cash, so it wasn't reported, right?
Yeah, under the table.
And so bartender was cool. There were 2 servers that were cool, and there were like a couple of them that got mad at me from time to time because I was quote unquote taking their tables. No, I'm bringing them a side of ranch. I'm grabbing their food out of the window that's been sitting there for 5 minutes because you're too busy texting your ex-boyfriend who's addicted to meth. And so he looks at me and he's like, "They're not really liking you." And I was like, "Really?"
Huh, you don't say.
And like the business was going under, and like
See, Max,
rumor had it he was selling it for pretty cheap.
Listen, Max, this is why your burger joint went out of business.
No, we're not saying that.
This is why it happened.
Okay.
I'm listening to the story.
You let me go.
I'm putting the puzzle pieces together.
And so he says that shit to me, and I look at him, and I'm like, well, maybe they'd like me a little bit more if they did their job. And he's like, how about you worry about your tables and only your tables?
Is that what you worry about, keeping your fucking burger joint afloat, Max?
Nah, I had $10K in my bank account, bro.
He's a rich boy. Look, he's got money.
No, I look him in the eyes.
He says $60 a night. That shit adds up.
No. I for real, I had $10K in the bank account, and I look him in the eyes, and I say, hey, I heard you're selling this place for pretty cheap. I'll give you 10 grand, and then you can sit by, and I'll show you how to run a fucking burger joint.
Oh. Is that what you said?
I said that to him. I look him in the eyes. I was like, then maybe your servers will stop eating all your food. Your people in the back will stop smoking weed. Shit like that. And he was like, yeah? And I was like, yeah. Like right in front of customers, bro. And I was like, I got my name in so many reviews. Good reviews. You know where Stacy has her name? You know where her name is?
Shout out Stacy.
Yeah, shout out Stacy. In her crackhead boyfriend's fucking mouth.
Oh. You hit him with that.
I hit him with that. And he said,
well,
you
really
know
said
what?
That, though.
He said, you know what? I don't think it's working out. And I was like, I think you're fucking right. I'm out of here. And he was like, then get the fuck out of here.
Said, you can't quit because you're fired.
Yeah, it was one of those, bro. And so he said that shit to me as I quit. And I was like, all right, if you're firing me, you got like 72 hours to get my check to me. And he was like, I don't know about that. You quit. And I was like, well, I don't quit anymore.
Like, take it back, motherfucker.
And so then I walk out of the joint, and the bartender's all like doing that slow wave to me. And I was like, deuces. And I went up to my tables, and I was like, listen, darling, let me check you out right now. I'm not going to be here. I just quit. And they were like, no. And I was like, I'm sorry, Toots. I'm sorry. You know, sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Let me get you checked out. You want anything else, I'll put it in. Let me check you out, and then I'll get the other server over here, and the other server will take care of you. It's Stacy's a lovely, lovely lady. Fucking whore. And so I go back, I check them out. You know, because I had to give my tips, and they leave me solid tips. I'm getting like $20. And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry that you're leaving the business. And I was like, you know, some things are meant to be. Matt comes back out. The hell are you doing here? And
I told you to leave.
I said, listen, Mac.
I said, listen here, Mac. He said, it's Max.
I said, let me tell you a thing or two about customer service. The customer's always right. And this customer right here says, you're a dickhead. Get the fuck out of my face. No, I didn't say that.
Oh.
But everything before that, I for real said. So I checked him out, and then I left. So that was a job that I got fired from, per se. But it was annoying because, like, I was just trying to do my job, and I was just trying to do it well. Yeah. And everyone else was upset because, like, I was serving their tables whenever they weren't tending to them.
Yeah.
And so, like, rumor spread, and then the owner wasn't really involved. And so it was just, like, word of mouth from these whores that had been working there.
Right.
And, like...
Shout out Stacy.
So, yeah, shout out Stacy. And they just fucking let me go, bro. They were like, you know what? Enough is enough. And I was like, wow. And then they closed 2 months later.
How long did you work there?
Like 7 months.
Okay, dude, not bad. I was actually working at a pizza joint too. Oh no, we've talked about a hamburger joint, burger joint.
Max Broil and Grill.
Max Broil and Grill is a burger joint on the south side of town. I was working at
Tempe, Arizona.
I was working at
Shout
a
out
pizza
Stacy.
joint. Shout out Stacy. I was working at a pizza joint, man. I worked there for 3 years, my guy. 3 years. That's a long time to be at a pizza joint, I think. I don't know. I just got tired of it, man. They wanted me to work 7 days a week. They wanted me to open and close. Mind you, I was like the best employee. But I'd be taking orders from like old women would come in, man. They want a glass of Chardonnay. I'd say, I need to see your ID. Yeah, it kind of sucked because we split tips, so I didn't really, that was kind of a bummer. But man, after 3 years, bro, I started talking about, I was open to the manager about how much I just despise this job at this point. I'd be like, I hate this place. I hate this job. I'm going to quit. He said, okay, why don't you come in tomorrow morning and we'll talk about it. You got to open, by the way. And I said, man, I hate this place. But I went in and they fired me. They fired me, but they You know what they did? They pulled a fast one on me, man. They were like, hey, we like you, man. You can put in your 2 weeks so it doesn't look like you got fired. And I was like, yeah, you guys are doing me a favor.
The fuck they are.
Yeah, they screwed me over. You know what else they did, bro? They fired my girlfriend, too. For association with me.
Damn right.
They said you're fired and that little blonde-haired girl of yours is fired. They said, fuck you, we don't need this job anyway. I'm going to become a rich podcaster one day.
Hey, we're not rich.
Hey, you got 10K in the bank account.
Let me tell you something. I worked at a pizza joint. I got fired from this pizza joint job, right?
So you worked at a pizza joint too?
Yeah, I was 17, bro.
17
Papa
worked at
John's.
the pizza joint.
Papa John's in
Papa
Tempe.
John's.
McClintock and Southern. Shout out Mo, the dickhead manager I had at the time.
Shout out Mo, you dickhead.
His name was Mohammed.
Mohammed.
He was an Indian guy. He was super sexist. He was racist as all fuck. It was great. So I have no problem talking shit about him.
It was great.
So listen, I'm 17.
You're just 17 boy.
Working as a delivery driver.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be 18.
Okay.
So he faked all these documents for me to get the job.
What a fucking...
Okay? No, it was cool, right?
You're
Like,
crook.
oh, sweet. I go to this one
Fake
house,
documents.
right? It's this dude, just not real straight cut looking guy, but he's really like tatted up. He's got long hair. You know, just like an alternative looking guy.
Right.
And so I'm
about what age?
like 30. 20, no, like 28, 30.
Like 28,
you know?
30. He's got long hair, tattoos.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he's ordering pizza, the same pizza. It's like a personal pizza.
Man, who orders Papa John's? I'm sorry.
Okay, anyways.
I've always been a Domino's guy.
Anyways, he orders a personal pizza
Personal pie.
like every Wednesday
He's a regular.
on my shift,
Okay.
and I would deliver it.
Okay.
And every time I'd show up, he'd tip me a little bit more. Started at like $2. Eventually, we got like to $20, bro. And like this was over a period of like 5-10 deliveries, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'd always get excited whenever I roll up. I'm like, ooh. I'd be like, how you doing, dude? And he's like, yeah, I'm doing good. Here you go. Here's your tip. And I'd hand him the pizza. Dude was like 6'6", right?
He's a tall man.
And so then I went and delivered to him one day after getting like a $20 tip before. And I was like, oh, shit. So I roll up. And he opens the door. And he's like, hey, man. And I hand him the pizza. And I'm like, I just need you to sign this receipt. And he's like, yeah. And so he signs it. He's like, let me grab your tip.
Does he want to come in?
No. He says, let me grab your tip. And he closes the door.
It was a different kind of tip, wasn't it?
Yeah, he opens the door up and his dick was hanging out.
Oh, no.
Let me tell you, dude. This man had like an 11-inch Johnson on him. It had nuts and bolts in it, all the fucking hardware, like 25 fucking piercings.
No
And
shit.
he's like, there's your tip. And he pointed at it.
No shit. This is why you got to be 18, by the way.
And so I turned around and I was like, you can keep that tip. And I got in the car.
No.
And I drove back and I told my manager. And you know what he did?
What'd you do?
He laughed.
He said. That's why I don't make those deliveries.
He called
anymore.
me slurs.
He called you slurs?
Yes! He said
You get
yeah.
sexually assaulted and he gives you slurs?
Yeah, he said that
damn,
he
the
said that I
nerve.
was he said I probably liked it. That I
Oh,
should have taken
fuck.
the tip. And so I
You
was
should
like
have taken the tip.
yeah, I was like, okay.
Piece of work.
I was like, fuck you, dude. So then I get off, right? And then I wanted that next Sunday off. And like I'd been asking for it off for a really long time.
Right.
And so Sunday comes around and I'm just like, I told him I wasn't going to be able to make it in. I had plans. And so then he calls me and he's all angry. And he's like, you listen to me. You listen to me. You no show today. You no show no more. And I was like, what?
Bet.
And he's like, you like dick in your mouth. You like all these things. And you don't show up on Sunday. And I was like, I'm not going to be able to make it, dude. And I've never called out before.
Bro, I'm going to be honest. It sounds like a lawsuit.
And he says, okay, you no come in no more. You fired. And then he hangs up the phone.
He calls you back 5 minutes later. I'm sorry about that.
No, he didn't call me back, bro. But I went in and I ordered myself a pizza. And I had Mo making it. And I was like, hey, make sure you put extra pepperoni on that bad boy.
I want extra black olives. I'm watching my figure.
So why don't you put that through the little oven twice?
I want extra crispy.
I don't like this pizza, Mo. How about you fix this up? I might need your manager's phone number.
Oh, man.
Dude, yeah, it was bad.
Damn, dude, that sounds like a lawsuit. If I'm being honest with you.
I mean, lawsuit schmawsuit.
I mean, we could have made another 10 grand. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. We're an hour, 3 minutes right now.
We are. Should we wrap it up?
We're gonna have to wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
All right, guys. So here it is. Hostess with the mostest. We got Tony Boy and Justin. Episode 1. This concludes it. Like we've said before, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your uncle, tell your sister. Your mom loves this podcast. She's gonna love it. Do a little subscribe, do a little comment, tell your friends. Have your mom post it on her Bible study Facebook group, the whole 9 yards. How you doing? Over, out, in, out, whatever the hell you want to call it. We're out of here.
We're out of here.
Later.
Later.